born under the North Star. That's why my favorite season is the winter. Snowflakes fall from the white, glowing sky in a delicate spiral dance. The nature stands silent and peaceful, trees covered with soft white shiny powder. It's cold outside, but warm in our hearts. I will be a princess, and you can choose your favorite character. Welcome to my winter fairy tale. It feels as if the winter just began, and I love snow. I love that frozenness, that whiteness, that white shine and glow. It's peaceful, and it makes me dream of white, bright, pretty dreams. I just like to see the scenery. I could stare at it for eternity, white frozen peacefulness, and in all that silence I can hear winter song, ice and wind singing, creating an enchanting melody, and the long snowflakes fall and create a soft melodic hum that comes from everywhere at once, and I like to hear it. I like to listen to it. But when it's not windy and when the snow doesn't fall, then everything stands in stillness as a frozen, motionless picture. Then all that fallen snow glows in the daylight, accompanied by the serene peace and silence. But that kind of silence that echoes through the frozen trees. And in moments like this I enjoy. I am happy to witness all that splendid beauty, all those frozen views, the frozen nature. Nature is incredible. It is showing us how to live a peaceful life, how to bloom even in harsh winter, in sadness, in darkness, in coldness. I enjoy beautiful winter sceneries. I think they have special magic and charm. And as I was born in winter, for me, it is really difficult and hard to live in a place where there is no winter. While I lived in Dubai, I felt huge nostalgia for winter, for the snow. I was yearning for it. And that nostalgia was reduced with flights to places with winter season. As I walk, I can hear snow crunching under my boots, and I love to hear that sound. Sometimes, winters can be very long and dark as well, depending on where you live and how much of the daylight you get, and that can result in draining your energy very quickly. But for me, winter is different. I never saw winter as dark and cold. Somehow, I always enjoyed that snow and its whiteness, even when I was a child. There are days when it gets gloomy and grey too, and it gets hard, but I always find a way back to my energy. I get occupied with my hobbies, and I do things that make me happy. Most of the time, I would read a favorite book and get lost in some of those worlds, and sometimes I would write and get lost in my own fantasy worlds. The most important thing is to adapt to the cycles of nature. There is a difference in energy during summer and winter, and both have their own beauty and charm. I love all the seasons, and that's why I wrote a book titled The Four Seasons, a collection of poetry. In this video, I will share a few poems from chapter Winter. The trees were frozen, painted it white with shiny powder. Crystal tears on their twigs, and the pure silence filled the streets, listening only to the sound of falling snowflakes. The air was full of diamonds and sparkling dust falling from above. The town was completely frozen, pretending not to be alive, as that was the time to fall asleep and dream of life. It looked like we were beneath a crystal ball, beneath such a pure glass. The broken emotions came through me, and I felt snow in my heart. A cold breeze hugged and held me, crystallizing ice in my eyes. But the touch of your hand wiped away all the pain. Your fiery love made me enjoy the winter, that cold, magical snow. I got my dreams back, and I was ready for your love, for the start of something new, delightful and white, for a journey to purity like the snow now. I dreamed of a glaring eternity with you, counting the blessings from the crystal sky. The night comes, bringing the silence and darkness, and sometimes during the winter season, snow comes down with the dark night, and then the morning comes, we awake, and we find ourselves in front of splendid beauty. The entire world is white. The wind blows, the snowflakes are dancing, and the trees are getting covered with snow. When the snow falls at night, that is a special kind of beauty for me. Somehow, it is so magical and surreal. The sky turns white a bit, and is full of soft snowflakes. Snowflakes are like winter stars. They are gathering very fast, swirling through the frozen air. Snow in the night is a quiet enchantment. Azure lights are shining from my eyes, reflecting the glow of the crystals of my homeland, my distant frozen star. Walked through the cold, froze my bones, transformed into ice to fall with the snow. Today, the sun is frozen. The days of winter appear to be cold and somehow long. I awoke in a white wonderland, in a once upon a time fairy tale. The flowers are fading away, they are falling asleep, dreaming of my winter fairy tale, waiting to wake up in springtime again, waiting to bloom together with me. A rose would never force itself to bloom during the winter seasons, and there is a question then, why would we? But sometimes miracles happen, and you find a rose in a full bloom in your garden in the middle of December. We can do the same. We can choose to rest and chill without putting any pressure on ourselves, but also we can be fully active and bloom. This way of thinking changed my way of dealing with different seasons, but pretty much I'm sure I can bloom in any of the seasons. I can enjoy all the change and adapt very quickly. I fell asleep knowing the snow was falling that night. When I woke up in the morning, I was mesmerized by stunning views from my garden. Its surface glistened with frost, with white shiny powder. When winter looks like this, it is just magical, and I can never get tired of those views. Those sceneries make me happy. I went outside to capture those wonderful scenic views on my camera, and there was a soft breeze whose melody filled the air. I hope this little winter fairy tale will remind you of the beauty that lies in the cold. Winter is a season of quiet magic. What is your favorite fairy tale? What is your favorite season? Comment down below.